Welcome back to StockSmart Investing, where we create entirely goofy indicators to use to find proper entry and exit points in the marketplace. Okay, so this one will not stop showing up in my email all over the lovin' place. So, let's see what we got. Interesting squeeze right here. Okay. So for the awesome 3, Bsqr is the only one showing up on the list. And we are getting some confirmations of a buy signal. And it was a buy signal all the way from here, essentially. So had you not recognized the bottom here at $2.04 and continued to ride the trend all the way up and up and up and up and up and up, all right. So now we are hitting our height, and we can see we have a ceiling right here at 822. Can we break that ceiling? I don't know, boo-boo. Okay, so we'll start looking through our lists, and we can see 154 hour. And whereas I like the squeeze on a 150 period, the Arun indicator on a 55 and or 150 period. Okay. And if you are a Vortex user, the 150 period. All right. So we've got Zigzag, Harmonic. Okay. That's what we have pulled up here. A few other things, but we can get rid of our TEMA and our TEMA bot. We'll keep our 52-week labels. We'll keep our Darvis box for support and resistance. Okay. Let's check out a lower time frame here. On the lower time frame, it does look like if this is a genuine bottom giving a discount, then price should start to trend up. Hasn't quite finished this move yet, though. We'll see how that turns out. All right, when it recognizes the bull 3 drives, look what happens. All right. So let's pop over to AMC. And see what's going on. Okay. So I'm looking for a drop somewhere into this area. Even though, you know, this should start to identify a raise in price. Yeah, we need to break out of this trend line before we can start to, move on. let's go out to the weekly here, and we can see what's about to happen. All right? We are about, so very close to zero here. All right? And that's a doji, and look, it just turned blue. Okay, so this is the dip before the rip. This is the pushback before the anticipation up. We know what the earnings is going to be like, okay? We already know. So the thing is that a lot of times we'll get a beat on earnings. You know, we'll get a, you know, and then it'll gap up. Okay. And we do have a gap and go and a whatnot type of, you know, the indicator. Let's check out GME. And you can see what happened when they crossed above zero. They had this big move too. All right. Now, that was their first blue bar, looks like. Maybe, yeah, that one was still kind of yellow. The first blue bar had the big explosion. All right. So, as I said, watch for, you know, about the middle of, you know, July. I would say my earliest, this was about the earliest I would say to start looking for that crossover. You know, I guessed about the end of the first week, into the, you know, second week. The middle of July. You know, we would want to roll out your options all the way out, I would say even past August if you can. Okay. And if this trend continues, then GameStop will have a reversal and shoot back up above, you know, those highs there. So far, we're coming down in price, though. Sucks to think it might keep dropping, but I kind of think it will. Alright, looks like we're not having anything pulling up on our list there. Is it because we have it too difficult? Too much? Too little? Okay, so for a percent change, let's just get rid of that. Add a stock filter. Add a stock filter. For our volume, we want, let's just say, 500,000. And we want stocks that are greater than $1.15. And it looks like the max is 700. Let's make the max 1,700, even though it's not necessary. Let's make it 1,000. All right, let's do a beta of 0.75. And let's look for a volume index that is 50% greater. Okay. Clove added to the accumulation swing index. All right. Let's get that up here. All right. Nothing on our lists yet. Let's get this Zeller's LBR Smart ADX up here. And while we do that, we're going to go over and check out some of my favorite places to get info. So, Hontech here. And you can come over and go to Thinkorswim Scans and Thinkorswim Watch Lists. Okay. Thinkorswim Solutions for Beginners to Gurus. Well, okay. Cool. So we get all of this fun stuff. 52-week occurring intraday. What's that? Yeah, that's pretty much the same as the... If not, well, other than the fact that they're using 252 instead of 364 in the code I have. Okay. Yeah, that's no different. Nothing special. Although taking it out to 364 might be beneficial. Okay. And let's go over and look through harmonic patterns on the Use ThinkScript. So use thinkscript.com. You'll find, make sure you sign up, and they've got the premium indicators too you can buy. Really nice ones. All right. But let's give this one a go. And copy. All right. ADX trend direction, confirm zigzag. Looks like they're throwing a label on it. Here's the other version with a volume wave. Interesting. So let's go over here, and we'll go into studies. And we'll just Control V that bad boy on over in there. All right. Let's see. I think I've got 3. We'll go for Harmon 4. All right. And let's go and see here. All right, written by Linus at ThinkScriptor Lounge, adapted from Thinkorswim Zigzag script, mods by Larry, mod by Larry. Okay. So thank you to those guys. You know, we can't get to where we are now without, standing on the shoulders of other giants before us. Okay, let's see what we got here. And I think we'll just get rid of some of these things here for now. And that one, and that one. Okay. It certainly does plot some interesting things here, doesn't it? Gives us some ranges, some targets. Looks like these are Fibonacci extension levels. If I had to, given that the description says that they would be there, I'm guessing that's what they are. Okay. And I've also adapted and made my own, say studies with this, zigzag trend and whatnots. Okay. Now, let's see. What was it in our watch list that we need to cover? like ONCS. ONCS. And what happened? It is the pump and then the dump and then the candle. It shows the hammer. So very confusing. Okay, unconfirmed. Oh la la. Oh la la. Oh. All right. That's certainly interesting, isn't it? Let's check out that weekly chart here. Kind of earnings coming up. I don't know. Not exactly something I'm particularly interested in, but it has started to show up on the lists. And if we go back and track it, as we can see, it has hit a low. So off of its current low, as per risk and reward, wait for it to come back down, but it could be worth watching. It doesn't seem like many of the smart lists want to work today. So let's see here. Let's find something that will. Let's go for this one. AMC and Bsqr. Okay. Let's throw in those two back out again. And we'll go for DTST. Data Storage Corp. Interesting. Low of a 5. Nice bit of a high right now. Weekly. Let's check that out. I see. Very good. I like this way down here. All right. So be watching that one. I'd look for the pullback, but it's a looker. And given the, repetition, let's look at Jagxdtst. Jaguar Health. Interesting. Look at that big shoot up nearly to 100% and more. Alright, that one didn't seem to want to do much. Let's go for our Rune 1. And this is going to give us Belin, Bsqr, Clove, which just showed up, OSAT, and Exila. Looks similar. And kind of similar too. Not great. Looks like, what was it? DTST was the only one in a confirmed uptrend. Yes, sir. All right, so DTST is in a confirmed uptrend, and on the 4-hour, it's up, massively. So looks like Apple was added to the pump and dump list for today. So, eek, watch out for that. Okay. And let's go over and check out the pump and dump 4-way, or pump and dump daily, 4-hour here. And Apple is the only one on it. All right, so we can see that Apple is being z-pumped and z-dumped, or it is at least running, a lot right now. So, given that today I decided to use, Zigzag and Harmonics, let's pull up. Oh, and let's see. Let's see, Harmonic 2 and Harmonic 3. And hit OK. All right. So we can see a lot of stuff here. And we probably don't need it all. All right, let's take this one down to the lower. Hit apply. All right. And let's take this out to the weekly. All right, so that one doesn't work on the weekly. Well, we can see where our levels lie. Okay. Let's go out to daily. Let's see. And it looks like we're trying to see it pushed back down. Elliott wave 4. And some of these I've never seen before. Bull, Black Swan. I've never seen that one show up before. Yeah. Very neat, though. And I think you can find this one closer to the beginning of the pages. All right. And let's see what we got here. Let's expand. Add 2 studies to the upper chart. Drag one of them to a lower panel. Then in settings of the lower panel, show volume wave plus from no to yes. Okay. And this gives you the, ABCD pattern type of deal. So it looks like if you want the lower wave, all right, so we'll look at that and work on getting it set up. Very neat. All right, automatic pattern studies, bull bear. Let's see if there's more of the harmonics here. Butterfly pattern. That would help you identify just butterfly patterns. Let's jump to the end. Let's see. So there's still some things to explore here. All right. Let's get rid of that. And let's go in here. Let's see if we find anything. Let's see if this is anything fun. There we go. And of course, it reminds us to make sure we give due credit and keep your headers installed. That way everyone who worked on the project gets due credit. And I understand that. Looks like we've got some things, hidden in here that we can play with also. Okay. Maybe even some signals for scans. And let's hit OK. Let's get rid of that one and that one. And see what we have. It does give us an interesting look at things, doesn't it? Okay. Now, if we wanted another type of look, we may even consider we want to know about gap ups. So, gap. All right, now we can add that gap up indicator. Hit apply there. And now it should show us places where it has gapped up. All right, and we're going to pull out that pump and dump detector here. This was simply designed by yours truly. All right. As you can see, it's not very imaginative, but it works. All right, so we're being pumped, and as soon as this line drops, it'll dump off. All right, as we can see happens pretty often. All right. Of course, it could run for a while. That doesn't mean that it can't take place for a little while, but it will come back down. All right, and Apple was added to the RSI gamma squeeze, which is probably why we got that early signal. So we may even still see it keep on moving upwards today. Looks like TIGR and Clove are making a move. And Apple, those are on the market, sentiment daily lists. And the RSI overbought, Lagare. Yes. Okay. Let's add this one. Let's bring it down here. And here we go. Now, let's take our pump and dump and drop it right on top of it. That isn't going to work. Let's put it on the bottom. Let's put it in front of it. There we go. All right, so if you don't stack your indicators right, then they'll look goofy. I have noticed that, and, so, yeah. You got to make sure that order is correct. Let's jump on over to Tesla and see what's going on here. And the idea that this here should be a sell, but it says buy, so we may have to go in and create a little loop-de-loo, little elif. That way we can get those to say the right things. Which is why I like going out there. I didn't have anybody to teach me, aside from just taking classes on my own, and I certainly didn't have anybody to ask questions to help me learn how to understand, how to speak computer in multiple languages. Which apparently is very good. Learn multiple languages, and there's some real benefits to that. And I wonder if learning to code and speak computer is considered, learning a foreign language. Is it? Comment below. Okay, nothing here. Let's go with our 4-way Arun daily. See if she can spin up any results. Now, let's look up our Zigzag. And SMA fib Zigzag. Zigzag VWAP, Zigzag trend sign, Zigzag sign lower, Zigzag percent lower. Okay. So I started taking these and designing my own, things with them too. Let's see what we've got here. JKS was added to the YouTube example daily. All right. Oh, goodness, so many labels. SMA fib. Let's see. This isn't one I put together. Now, I could have taken multiple indicators and put them together, but see, and the alerts are commented out. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Let's get rid of that one. And let's get rid of our gap up indicator here too. Let's get rid of our Harmon 5 and put this one up here. And now we can see our zigzag like this too. Let's maybe come over to a tick chart for Tesla. And we need that to be on 100 ticks. Just so it doesn't try to pull ridiculous amounts of data. Let's go for 10 days. There we go. And now if we go by our zigzag trend and use our pump and dump detector to help us along the way, we can define certain trends. All right, looks like we'll get rid of that one. Let's see what strategies we have with zigzag. Maybe not any. think I just built studies with them then. All right, let's see what this shared ABC strategy is. All right. And who are we? Looks like R. Connor 7 and Eddie Lee 394. All right, and we've got some things commented out here that could probably help you along your way. You know, I would say, ole. Come back. Okay. So this gives us our win-lose count. Highest return, biggest loss, lowest return, your P&L, day's profit. Your P&L. Get that out of there. All right. Very neat. Yeah, there's way too much traffic going on in the systems today. What's the market watch say? What's our little heat map do? Pan W. Looks like these are ones losing percents here. All right. Let's see if there's anything on the ADX lists greater than 30. So it seems to be a lot of the very complex scans aren't working. And when they don't work, that's typically due to high traffic, because I know that they work and can find scans anytime. No fun. Here's our zigzag sign using our money flow entries. And here is a zigzag VWAP indicator. Let's get rid of that strategy and hit apply here. Hit OK. And where are the signs here? Oh, okay. I gotcha. So we got to change it over and make it pretty. Here we go. Big money in. We'll go to Boolean, put that to up arrow low. Big money leaving is Boolean with a down arrow at high. The Darvis bull flag is Boolean with up arrow at low. And of course our ZZ we can change over to this thicker bar here. And how pretty. All right, and let's go to work on our lower indicator. All right, let's change that over. Up is right, down is right. Buy I need to go in and code those to already be correct. All right. Now we can use both of these indicators here to show us confirmed trends or unconfirmed trends. And combined with things like bull flags and VWAPs and, yeah, good stuff. All right, and let's check our YouTube example. Let's see here. And we're back to a couple basic few. Apple, AMD, Bsqr, Jagxdtst, and Neo. All right, so if you got any value out of today's video, hit that like button and subscribe for me. That's the biggest favor you could do for me in the world right now. And, yeah, help another human being out. Do that good turn daily, and, I'll go out and do mine for today. All right. Well, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.